story to tell. Referring to the Ilyushin, most people probably remember the world-famous Il-76 heavy transport aircraft. Although today, Ilyushin is well known for its brand of transport aircraft, an early warning aircraft, or refueling aircraft. It has had many successes in the development of fighters in the past. One of its attempts in the 1980s was the Ilyushin Il-102. The Il-102 attempted to compete with the Su-25, but failed. Attempts were made to revive the Il-102 project, but lack of funding, and the Soviet government took little seriously at the time. In addition, the beginning of the Soviet Army's departure from Afghanistan caused the Il-102 to lose interest. Tested successfully, but the Il-102 eventually became a failure. The Il-102 was designed to be a two-seat aircraft with a length of 17.5 meters, a wingspan of 16.9 meters, height of 5 meters. It has an empty weight of 13 tons and a maximum takeoff weight of 22 tons. The Il-102 shares many similarities with the Il-40, a 1950s production. But the Il-102 has a lower nose for better visibility, more powerful engines, of course, better weapons. But it also made the Il-102 ugly in the eyes of the Soviet military leaders. The Il-102 had a completely new retractable undercarriage, leaving more space for weapon configuration. Its weapon payload is up to 7.2 tons. In 1984, the ground attack aircraft flew to airports in the Moscow region, where it was stored in the hangars dedicated to the Ilyushin Design Bureau. At this time, the rival Su-25 was mass-produced after a period of delay. The Il-102 had a standard aerodynamic design. The main wings were swept aft and mounted amidships. The engines were spaced apart for a built-in survivability quality and aspirated through circular ports ahead of the cockpit walls and aft of the wing trailing edges. The tail unit used a single vertical plane and two low-mounted horizontal planes. The Il-102 fuselage was of a semi-monocoque type with a pressurized cockpit for a pilot and a gunner in the aft cabin. The tail and fuselage structure allows the aircraft to dive efficiently. It is reported that the Il-102 was designed with modern optoelectronic systems. The cockpit of this flying tank was armored. The engine and fuel delivery system partially armored. The fuel tank was not armored, but was placed in the middle of the fuselage to minimize the chance of being hit. The Il-102 had a second cockpit for the gunner. Perhaps this was the most negative feature that affected the fate of this aircraft, as it was characteristic of World War II fighters. The Il-102 was powered by two Klimov RT-33I turbofan engines with 51 kN thrust each. It could reach a top speed of 950 km per hour, a combat range of about 400 to 500 km. Its weaponry was a 30mm GSH-32 cannon externally mounted under fuselage, and a 23mm GSH-23L cannon in remotely controlled tail turret. In addition, it can carry 7.2 tons of bombs. Although it did not beat the Su-25, Ilyushin's designers were able to boast the Il-102 had many advantages in technology and features over the Sukhoi's ground attack aircraft. It has 1.5 times more payload than the Su-25, higher speed, greater range, and more powerful engines. As of 2005, the prototype number 1021 was placed on display at the Gromov Flight Research Institute. My video about Ilyushin Il-102 answer. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.